Welcome back everyone. So we already know iOS 14 isn't the best update. I just made a video yesterday talking about how, iOS 14 is slower on some older iPhones, but it seems that it may actually be a bigger issue that Apple has actually addressed just yesterday. And I saw somebody tweet this link to Apple's website, and they actually made this little page. They said, if you're missing workout GPS routes or health data after updating to iOS 14 or watchOS 7, and they kind of go on to say, if you update to iOS 14 or watchOS 7.0, you may experience some of these issues. And the very last one, besides all the health data stuff, is actually the increased battery drain on iPhone or Apple Watch. Now, this is actually really, really interesting because I don't remember the last time Apple actually ever addressed this specific issue. It's kind of like known across the board that when you update to like the first release of a software, you can experience some issues. So it's actually really interesting how Apple actually addressed this on hand, which is really, really weird. I wasn't expecting them to actually ever say anything like this. Maybe they did it before. I think maybe iOS 11 they said something. I don't really remember. But it's weird that they actually addressed it here. Now, for the Apple Watch, I didn't even know Apple Watch battery drain was a thing. I thought it was kind of good all across the board. But they mentioned you can unpair your Apple Watch from your iPhone, which is cool. But they also recommend creating a backup. Now, at this point when I read this, I was like, okay, that's kind of weird. Why would they make you do a backup? How is that going to save any battery life? Like, it's going to be the exact same thing. It's just you're going to have a backup of the current situation that you're in now. But then they say this thing, which is erase all content and settings from your iPhone. Now, this is like something that's not an extremely easy thing to do. I mean, for the average person to go and actually redo and erase all content and settings, that's not like a thing they can just do in like 10 seconds. I mean, this is a thing where you have to back up everything. Most probably you have to back it up to a computer because you may not have enough iCloud storage. And on top of that, you're going to have to delete everything from your phone and then restore it. So that's like a multiple hour process. So it's kind of weird that Apple actually recommended this to people to erase everything from their device. And my biggest fear is actually somebody reading this and going through, because this is on Apple's website. They'll actually go and just erase everything from their phone and only do an iCloud backup of their like 5 gig limit. So most people have like 5 gigs on their iCloud settings. The average iPhone, I'm sure, is like 64 gigs. There's some that are 512. And usually in those 5 gig iCloud backups, they only do like, iMessages, some photos, I think, your contacts and things like that. I mean, they don't back up like your games, your apps, everything within those apps, all your photos, different things like that. So my fear is that somebody will actually read this, only do like a small iCloud backup, erase everything from their phone, and then actually go and erase all content and settings and totally reset their device. That's a huge issue that I could see a lot of people having, and I hope nobody ran into that issue. I think battery drain is a real thing, but by Apple kind of pushing this out there, like, oh, just erase your phone and everything will be fine, that's kind of a bigger issue, because I can see a lot of people reading this, and the first time I read this, if I didn't know, I would just assume that the iCloud backup would back up everything on my device, and then I can go and restore it eventually later on, but that's not the case. It doesn't back up everything. It only backs up, a certain amount of limit that you have on your iCloud. Now, if you have like a 2 terabyte iCloud limit, then it's probably going to back up everything. But if you have that standard 5 gig or 50 gig, then there's going to be some problems there. So the issue is the battery drain is a huge issue, but this specific forum post that they made is also an issue in my head. They should make a warning that, okay, there's only like a certain amount of data that, it backs up. And if they don't really say that here, which is kind of strange. So, however, they do say before creating a backup, make sure that you have enough iCloud storage. But again, that's something people can just go and read through and just kind of look over. So if you're going to do this, I would recommend actually backing up your stuff to your computer and then going from there. So that's really pretty much it. This is pretty crazy in my opinion. If you guys have any other questions or anything, let me know in the comment section below. Hit the like button, that would mean so much, but definitely hit that subscribe button. Every single subscriber that we get really does count, so it means so much if you guys can hit that. Also check out the other links down in the description as well. My Twitter, my Instagram, my second channel. More importantly than everything else, I love every single one of you guys. Hopefully I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace out till then.